Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Lex Gray here. I have a surprise for all of you today. I'm going to play a game, a tabletop game, solo by myself. I know, right? Completely original. Never done this before. This is my first attempt. Basically, in this another skirmish match using the VSSR engine, I'm going to be pitting four adventurers trying to help out a innocent villager in destroying a strange artifact that the villager dug up. Now, he's in a small little cabin out in the woods by himself, and he basically found this strange green obelisk that's pulsing with a strange energy. The unfortunate side effect of this pulsing energy is it attracts the dead, zombies. So, let's go to the board and see what is going on. Now, these are going to be our four adventures, one of each type. We have kind of a fighter, well suited, has a dagger and a sword. We have this almost like a paladin. He is the leader of the group. He's got a staff. We have this ranged individual. This is our ranger. He's also well armored. And then we have this rogue. Has the hood, short sword almost, and a looks like a torch. Now, this is the innocent in question. This individual here, this villager, he is the reason for this whole fiasco. We're currently talking to him at his residence, at his little cabin out here in the woods, totally real. And as you can see inside the cabin, there is this strange artifact. That is what he dug up. It is this strange green obelisk. And there are some zombies out there in the wilderness. There is exactly five, but you can only see, I think you can see this one. There's four on screen. There's also one just down here off camera to the right. Now, as usual, our heroes, our adventurers, will be this blue die, and the uh, the zombies will be the red die. Now, the minor difference compared to my last couple of skirmish videos, this is obviously an objective, like the last game I was playing, King of the Hill, and I had a mixture of units and individuals. Well, this one being four adventures, all of these four here will be tier two, basically medium. They can take up to 2 wounds before being removed from the field. The zombies are all going to be one hit KO, but it's a horde. Every round, or I should say, when all active zombies are killed on the field, the next horde spawns. There's going to be up to, I think, 10 rounds I want to try. We'll see. I'm always iffy, but basically, I want to do at least 5 respawns with each group of hordes of zombies, and then the boss comes in. There is a boss zombie. He's going to be tier 3, meaning he can take up to 3 wounds before being removed. Okay? So, as always, we will begin with round 1, and lights up when you hit it. And of course, I will use my activate markers. But the real challenge here is that this is not a unit. They are 4 individual pieces, and so are the zombies. So there's going to be a lot of back and forth between each turn. All right? So let's begin. We are talking with the villager here, and he basically fetched us from the main tavern in town and said that he had found something dangerous, and he was hoping that we could take a look and help him. As we return to the cabin, you can see that the zombies are already on their way. They are slowly, very slowly. So with that in mind, zombies can only move up to 3 inches per turn, per activation. So keep that in mind, and hopefully I will keep that in mind. They don't have any specials. None of these characters have any specials. They are very basic. I'm just giving them 2 tier 2 survival, basically. Okay, let's roll off to see who goes first. That's our starting roll. Obviously, like I said, blue for the adventurers and red for the zombies. You can kind of see the roll, I hope. It looks like the zombies are going to go first. They win the opening roll. Okay, let's choose a zombie. I'm gonna choose the one you guys can see on screen here, and this will be the first zombie. We'll move him 3 inches, and he's going to basically go right here. Okay, so he's been activated. Okay, next is the humans. Uh, Essentially, we are controlling the villager. He's going to rush inside. So what I'm going to do is open these doors. These are interactable. And he'll move inside just up to the bookcase. And I will try to keep the activation tokens on the wall here because it's going to be a pain to get those things out. Next, we go back to the zombies. Let's move the one on the top left corner inside, closer to the cabin here. Okay, he's been activated too. And then we'll go back to the humans. We're going to move well, we need a strategy here. I'm assuming the one who has experience with magic will be the paladin. He will go inside. That's how I'm perceiving this guy. I'm calling him a paladin, but I'll let you guys decide. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. He has a short range weapon, and I will say he will be the one inside to take a look at the artifact, just to get a hint of what's going on. Now he can get inside just fine, so he'll be talking to the villager. Those two green arrows. Let's put these actually down here. It's going to be a little pain to. I might hit the walls because these walls are not locked down. They are just set side by side. Now let's go back to the zombies. I will move this one that's just to the right up to the tree, or I should say closer to the tree, right there. And he's been activated too. Now, like I said, strategy first. We have our 3 adventurers who will stay outside to protect. Now the big guy, this guy will stand at the doorway as a last line of defense. So he will close the doors as the leader will attempt to figure out how to destroy the artifact. Okay. Now I'm going to say that the artifact can only be destroyed in 5 rounds in 10 total rounds, as long as there's one hero inside the cabin. Okay, so the knight here, this fighter has been activated, so he's good. Let's move the zombie on the left corner of the screen, just up to the bush. He's been activated. And then let's move our ranged fighter. He's going to, well, let's say he sees this one here, and he'll take a little step closer to the cabin. And is he in line of sight to shoot? With our little red laser here, he is well within line of sight to shoot. So remember, these zombies can take one shot KO. Let's roll to see what happens. Remember, the number is 4 or more. The firing his arrow. 6 is a hit. The zombie gets a roll for a save. 1's a fail. The zombie's taken out. Okay, good. That zombie's out. The ranger has went. Back to the zombies. There's actually one more that's just off camera. I'll move him in a little bit, 3 inches. He's right there. Okay, so he's been activated. Like I said, we're kind of improvising the rules here, or improvising the objective. That's round 1. Oh, it's not. I still have our stealth, our rogue here. Now, the rogue is going to move up here between the two as he sees one coming from the corner. Okay, now round 1 is complete. We're off to round 2. Okay, I'm going to try something a little different. Each round, if I don't forget, I'm going to roll off to see who goes first. Okay, zombies go again. 6 for zombies, 1 for humans, or 1 for the adventurers, I should say. Okay, the zombie that's closest to the objective, at least to the doorway, is indeed this one here at the tree, at this bush. So he's going to pop out of the bushes and surprise our rogue. Not literally, just kind of in his in his line of sight. Now, back to humans. Well, the rogue. Well, actually, let's activate the our main characters inside. So the obviously the villager is in there, and he'll be activated, not just remaining steady. So next, back to zombies. This one is going to come in closer, and he's been activated too. Let's activate our fighter or our paladin. He's has to stay inside for this plot device to work. And now back to zombies. This guy is going to walk up just a bit here. That zombie's been activated. Back to humans. Our ranger is going to circle around here and fire an arrow directly. Gee, I wonder if he's in line of sight. Of course he is. All right, so he'll roll 1 shot. And we rolled a 4, which is required and able to hit. The saving throw 5, save. Okay, so no damage to that zombie on the top right corner. Back to the zombies. These 2 have been activated. That one's been activated. And now we're at the zombie up here in the front, or back left corner. No one knows he's there. I have an idea for him. And the fighter who's at the doorway, he'll just stay there steady and not do anything. So that's it for round 2. And now on to round 3. Nope, I'm sorry. We are still in round 2. I forgot about one more individual. I forgot about him last time. Our rogue, he's right there. He's going to go up to this zombie here and try to slice off his head. This will be a D4 roll. 3 is a fail. Okay, so unfortunately that did not work at all. Now he's activated, and we are on to round 3. Okay, round 3 commences. All right, so let's do a roll off to see who goes first. I'm hoping the rogue, because he's right there. Oh my gosh, the zombies are on a roll. What's the roll offs? Pun intended. Okay, they rolled a 6. The humans rolled a 3. Adventurers rolled a 3. So unfortunately, this almost looks like a dwarf zombie is going to strike at the rogue as he nears. So this will be the red die. That's a hit. Okay, rogue is rolling for a save. That's also a save, so he's good. We'll put an activation token right there. Back to the rogue. He's going to attempt and strike back. A little fight going on here at the rogue. Rolling for 5. Saving throw or saving roll for 6. Okay, the zombie is still ah okay. No damage. Okay, next back to the zombies. Now this one is actually going towards the window. Or not sorry, not the window, the front door. There's no windows. I unfortunately have no window pieces. So right about there. He's not going to attack the human, the rogue. Okay, back to the adventurers. The ranger is going to fire at that zombie who's walking somewhat in his direction. We're rolling blue die. Oops, wrong tray. Okay, 6 is a hit. Okay, saving throw. 3 is a fail. This zombie's taken out. Okay, we'll remove that activation token and move it over to the rogue. Next is the zombies. This one is going to move near this bush, and he's been activated. Now the fighter. Oh, I forgot to activate. I have to activate. Actually, should well, yeah. Let's activate the villager. He's in there as always, and then the zombie is going to move up another 3 inches. Then he's been activated technically, and then the our paladin inside has been activated. That's all the zombies, so it bounces back to our heroes, and he's been activated because I'm going to keep him steady. He's watching the front door, and that's it for round 3. Okay, now we begin round 4. I've decided to ignore our 2 characters inside the cabin. It's kind of a waste of turns, so I'm going to let the ones on the outside function, FYI. Okay, let's do a roll off to see who goes first in round 4. I will consider the roll on the outside, and once again, zombies go. They just have the edge on that. Okay, the dwarf zombie is going to attack the rogue, and let's roll for attack on the red die. 6, and then the adventurer also rolls a 6. These 2 are just going at it. Dwarf is, yeah, okay, that's it. The rogue is going to, he doesn't see line of sight. He does not see that smaller zombies behind the bush. Okay, so the ranger is going to just move over a bit to shoot the dwarf that's been dealing with the rogue. And we'll roll a blue die for attack. And 3 is unfortunately a hit. Or, I'm sorry, it's a miss. The rogue misses. And we'll put that activation there. Now we're back to the zombies. Um, let's see. Let's move. You know what? This guy's actually going up to the rogue. I'm not the rogue. Actually, yes, that is the rogue. Okay, so like there. And the rogue is now going to continue his attack on the zombie. So rolling 5 is a hit, and the saving roll 1. Okay, so the dwarf has been, the zombie has been removed. We'll move the activation token to the rogue. And now we need to settle the zombie that's over here on the left side of the map. Right behind the camera, kind of. 3 inches here. Okay. The fighter will remain. And then we need to put one, I forgot to put one here for this guy. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to ignore the 2 that are inside because they're just a waste of turns for the adventurers. Just would not be fair. Okay, so there's technically 2 more zombies left before the next reset. So let's go on to the next round 5. Okay, round 5 begins. We're halfway, most likely halfway through this match. Okay, we'll roll off. Let's see if humans can finally get the opening here. Once again, zombies take the cake. They win the roll. My gosh. Okay, well, I'm going to definitely go and focus over here. This little guy is going to attack the rogue from the side. Rolling for attack. 4 is a success, or 6. 2 is a fail. Okay, so this is our first wound for today. Our first tier 2 wound. So he has a wound now, the rogue. Not surprising because he's the one who ran out there. And now we'll go to the rogue to attack as he turns to the left here. Okay, rolling for attack. Oops, re-rolling onto the tray. 1 is a fail. So that's a miss. Ironically, I rolled a 4 when I fell on the tray, but I want to keep it within this tray here. All right, so that was the rogue. Now it's the ranger. Maybe he can save his friend and get a shot in. That's well within 12 inches. So here we go. We're rolling the attack. 1 is a fail. The adventurers are not having any luck. Okay, this zombie is going to peek in from the side here. And now our guy here can run in and attack. So this will be a standard roll. 2 is a miss. Okay, that is it for round 5. Now we go on to round 6. Okay, round 6 begins. Roll off to see who goes first. Come on, adventurers. Finally, they get the 6 rounds in. They get the winning kick, the opening kick. All right. Well, let's see what to do here. Let's resolve the rogue. I want to make sure. I want to see if he survives or not because one more hit and he's down. So we're rolling for the rogue. I'll count it. It's on the table. 5 is a hit. Now a saving roll. 4 is success. So he is still. That was a fail. So he's been activated. Now the zombie. He's actually going to attack the rogue. So let's roll for attack. 5 is a hit. We need a 4 or more. You know what? Let me roll at him. 6. All right, with the assist there from the ranger. All right, so he's safe. He's good. Speaking of ranger, he's going to fire at the zombie right there in front of him. So This will be a D6. Let's roll on the field. 1 is a fail, miss. Okay, so it's been activated right there. These two over here, that was the ranger. Now we're up to the zombie. The zombie is going to attack the fighter at the front. Let's roll. That is a 1. That's a miss. Now let's roll for the fighter to attack back. 5 is a hit. Rolling for save. 2 is a fail. This zombie has been removed from the battle. We'll move the activation token over. And that is it for the moves on round 6. Okay, now we're doing round 7. Here we go. Round 7 begins. And let's roll off to see who goes. It's going to be the zombies this time. The zombie, actually. The last one left. So obviously he'll just attack the human right there along on the field. 5 is a hit. Let's fix my little mess here. There we go. Okay. Now we need a saving roll. 1 is a fail, and there goes down the rogue. Rogue has been killed. All right, so we can remove the damage marker, and we will keep the token there. All right, so the ranger screams in rage, and what I'll do is give him a little bonus. I'll let him roll 2d4 or 2d6 and choose the higher roll for attacking the zombie. He kind of rushes in when shooting, like so. Here we go. 2d6. I keep saying 2d4, and of course the 6. You know what? Double damage. So, well, it wouldn't matter if it hits, but yeah, let's just roll a saving throw on that 6 roll. 1 is a fail. Okay, there we go. The zombies have been eliminated. Now, we're still technically halfway through the round because now there's only 2 active participants on the field. Now we're going to spawn the boss. He's going to come in with 2 other zombies, and they'll be next to him. So, but here's what happens. The shard, they finally managed to break it. The shard explodes, thus releasing the boss zombie. He's actually inside the cabin right now. All right. So as he spawns, some narrative here, he kills the villager, and then he's going to attack he'll attack the paladin inside. It's kind of a cutscene, but now we're going to roll for it. So he's attacking it's an interrupt scene. He's attacking the paladin who's just inside the house there. Let's get closer to see what happens. Okay, we're rolling for attack. So let's remove this die here. Okay, here we go. We're rolling for red. For remember the zombie boss is a tier 2, so he can take 2 wounds. That's a 6. That's a hit. The paladin needs to defend with a 1. Unfortunately, he was not ready for that. So he takes 1 wound. I'll keep it on the outside here. All right. And the boss has been activated, so we will put that on his side here, like that. And then the fighter hears the commotion inside, so let's open these doors up. It's well within 6 inches to go in there and attack. It's a little crowded in here, but we'll try to make it work. There we go. Okay, so he's going to attack with the D6 here. That's a 2. Unfortunately, that's a miss. Okay, so that's it for round 7. Then I will spawn the next 2 zombies in the next round. Okay, so for round 8, just to make it a little more dramatic, the zombies pop out of the pile of leaves underneath this dead tree. All right, and so we're going to do a roll off to see who goes first. Okay, the zombies go first just by 1, 6 to 5. Okay, so the boss zombie is going to attack the paladin. We're rolling for attack here. 2 is a miss, so he got lucky there. I'll put the tag right there. Okay, back to the humans. The paladin's actually going to rush out to get out of there, leaving his friend in the dust. Okay, so he's going to move and activate it. All right, next is one of these zombies. They'll just move up 3 inches because they know where to go. They're just sensing their master is in danger, and he's been activated. like that. What's funny about this pose, he kind of looks like he's doing a T-pose. So I just noticed that. All right, next is the humans. Eventually this one will also run out, and they'll just shut the door like it never happened. So, yep, he's been activated. And this next zombie is going to be also going through here, and he's been activated. And then the ranger sees the commotion and will hold steady, kind of sidestepping to the team. And that's it for round. And the wound, obviously, will move that over to our boss of the group. Okay, that's it for round 8. Okay, round 9. Like I said, possibly 10 rounds. We'll see how it goes. All right, we'll do a roll off to see who goes first. Here we go. Zombies. So again, they have 8 out of the 9 roll offs. So zombies go first. Of course, it's gonna be the big guy. You know what? Actually, yeah, he'll just bust the door down, the walls down like this, and he'll attack the fighter like that. So let's just go with it. He busts through the walls and he will attack the fighter. Rolling for attack. 4 is a hit. We need a saving throw. Saving roll 6 is a block. Okay, so the fighter is able to block it with his shield or his armor. And we'll put this activation key right there. Next is going to be the humans, the adventurers, the ranger. They'll actually step off to the side here and attack. And oh, I almost forgot if I didn't mention right. If I was mistaken, actually, the monster's a tier 3, so he takes up to 3 wounds. Okay, so the human, our rogue, is going to roll attack. 1 is unfortunately a miss, so he's been activated. Next is the paladin. The boss he's going to attack head on, apply to the forehead, and let's roll for attack here. 5 is a hit. Any saving throw. Zombie way out there. 6 is a save. Okay, so the paladin has um, had his turn. Now it's the fighter. He'll attack also. Oops. Roll it on the field. Okay, 5 is a hit. And way out there. 3 is a wound. Whoops, the tree attacks too. Okay, so that's the first wound for the boss. He will get his first wound for today. And also an activation for the fighter. Next to the zombies in the back there. I think I've actually skipped the zombies by mistake. I might have just went down the line. Okay, so that's all right. I'm going to move both zombies at the same time because it wouldn't really matter anyways. There we go. That's it for round 9. Now on to round 10. Okay, off to round 10. Where's our eyeball? Possibly final round. I doubt it. Okay, so roll off to see who goes first, as always. I have old school D&D. There we go. And the humans actually get the roll. There we go, 6 to 5. Well, let's do this. Let's have the fighter attack the zombie with his roll. 4's a hit, and 1's a fail. The zombie takes his second wound, and then that's an activation right there. Now on to the zombies. The main zombie is going to attack the paladin. All right, so rolling for attack. 1 is a fail. That's a miss. Okay, like a little boat floating around there. There we go. Next is the ranger. He's going to attack. He's right there, so might as well. 2 is a miss, unfortunately. So we're giving him an activation token. These zombies are shouting, "Hold on, boss, run away," as they walk as fast as possible, or power walk. Oh, I can't move too. I almost forgot. I did that last time. There we go. So now it's back to the paladin. He's going to attack. Let's roll for attack. 3 is a miss, unfortunately. Paladin has been activated, still has his 1 wound. And now it's this little zombie as he's going to power walk past the bush there. So then that's it for round 10. So we're going beyond my anticipated round 10. Okay, on to round 11. Let's roll off to see who begins. Okay, good. The adventurers get the round, get the start. The paladin's going to attack. Let's roll for attack. 6 is a hit. And 3 is a miss. The boss zombie has been defeated. That's his third and final wound. Excellent. So let's think about a few things here. With the boss zombie defeated, does that mean we need to do a morale check for both zombies? Let's do this. Let's do individual morale checks for both zombies. Remember, they need a 4 or higher to stay in the game. Okay, so he falls apart. He just crumbles into dust. This other one, he stays in the game. Okay, that will not count as his turn though. Now it's his turn. That was just an automatic roll. Okay, now he's going to go closer to the rogue, and the rogue will turn and fire at the zombie approaching him. So let's roll for attack. Two unfortunately is a miss. That means he's been activated. Okay, so the fighter is going to rush in. He's well within, he's just at 6 inches. So he's going to rush, jump over the logs, and attack head on at the zombie. This will be a roll of 4 is a hit. Let's do our saving throw. 2 is a fail, which means the zombie has been removed and the game is over. The humans are victorious, but at what cost? As the villager is dead and the cabin is partially destroyed. Well, there you have it. There was the Avengers, or the Avengers, the Adventurers. No Steve Rogers in this one, versus the zombies. This was like in the style of Firefight from Halo. I think 4 does it, or the newer Halo games. But basically, just a small horde. I could have done a little more spawns, but to be honest, I didn't want this to go too long. So the main zombie was defeated. A little plot twist: he was actually in the green obelisk. He spawned, killing the villager, which was a story death that could not be avoided. But most of the team survived. The leader survived. The rogue is dead. The fighter and the ranger survived. So that's it. One zombie survived the morale check, continued on, but eventually was defeated. So that's it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more objective videos, not just straight up Slayer. This was kind of Slayer, but there was the objective of maintaining and breaking the obelisk and then defeating the boss. So it was a mixture of both. Next one will be Oddball, and I'm trying to think if I want to have that be sci-fi because most of my games have been fantasy. Uh, I've done one Modern Warfare one, I think. But yeah, Oddball, the character who has the ball itself, will have extra strength, but we will be half slow, so 3 inches, like the zombies here. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.